Hi everybody, it's Jillybee living her life her way. Hope you're all safe, well and happy. I'm just doing a video about post-crossing and the costs. Is it expensive? Does it have to be expensive? Can you do post-crossing on a budget? So I thought I'd do a little video about post-crossing for anybody just starting out with post-crossing. It's a very easy site. You register, it's for free. So Postcrossing membership is free, so you would register and you're allowed to send 5 postcards to start with. Once those postcards come registered, so they're received, you can then send more and you'll receive some as well. So as I said, Postcrossing is free to join, okay, so that doesn't cost you anything. Postage, now that can be expensive. So in the UK, for an international stamp, it's £1.85. For a first class stamp, so if it was inland, it would be 95p. And second class stamps, I think they're about 66 pence or something like that. So if I'm doing a UK postcard, I will send more than likely second class. Now the postcards, they can be expensive, but if you look around, you can get some really good bargains. So I'm going to show you a few things that I've bought from a charity shop. So these are actually greeting cards here, and they cost me £1.50. Okay, so what I'm going to do with them, just pull one out and show you. They're all stuck together. See, I haven't even looked. Get this sellotape snipped off. So these cost me £1.50. And wishing the boys a farewell. Okay, so it's a little song. It's about, you know, back in the day going to war and what have you. So what I will do with these is, it's a greeting card. I will cut it down. One perfectly good postcard, and then obviously I can use the envelopes for something else. From charity shops as well, let me just show you. I have also bought lots of postcards. I'll just pull a few out to give you an example. So these I think I bought in Oxfam, and you could buy 10 for £1. So I bought all sorts of different ones and I've categorised them, so I can just pull out countryside, art, horses, dogs, post boxes, anything like that. So that's an idea of where to get postcards from charity shops. And as I say, if you see some nice greeting cards, you can cut it down the middle and you've got a perfectly good postcard. Where else do I buy them from? Postcards. So as I said, charity shops. I've bought them from eBay, I've bought them from Amazon and Vinted, Facebook Marketplace, and I will be also this time reusing Christmas cards. So I have a pile of Christmas cards here, and what I will do, it's a bit big but I can still use it. So I'll say this one, for instance, have yourself a merry little Christmas. I will cut it down, postcard. And my friend Lewis actually showed me this. I think this would be a nice one. Nice little verse on the front, cut it down in the middle. There's another. So that's another way of reducing waste and recycling items as well. So Christmas cards. As I said, I have bought off Vinted before, and I'll just give you a selection of what I've bought recently. If you watched a previous video, you will see these Valentine's postcards. I have almost used them all up actually, and I didn't pay a lot. I think I paid a couple of pounds or something for them. So the original was 12 Valentine postcards in there, and I got that off Vinted, and I think it was £2.50 or something like that. This is another thing I bought off Vinted. So it's a postcard colouring book. So you choose your postcards. So if the person likes flowers, birds, zebra, flowers, anything really, you can colour that in, to your heart content and send it off. So there's an example of some already coloured in. Or you could leave it blank because the person may like colouring in. So you could leave it blank and that person could use that. And that was a couple of pounds. This was a couple of pounds. This is from Vinted again. It's got lots of lovely postcards again to colour in. Lots of lovely ones. And you could either colour them in or you could leave them blank for the person. Just depends on their profile, doesn't it? This was brand new. It was £3, I think. The only problem with it had a little dink in the corner, but I don't mind. And I have 100 flowery postcards in here, so I'm set for flowery postcards. And because I've shopped around, it didn't cost me a lot of money. Originally that would have been £14.99, and I think I paid £3 or £2.50, something like that. So that's ideas where to buy postcards from. eBay is a very good source, and so is Facebook Marketplace and charity shops, places like that. And obviously if you go somewhere for the day, have a look. I went to Whitby last year and I bought a load of postcards in a charity shop that a gift shop had donated to the charity shop, so I did well there. And then if I want to splurge, I go to online. There's Poststone, there's stickers and postcards, there's Paper Sisters, there's Etsy. You can go on Etsy and buy some, but they're a bit more expensive, but they are lovely. And I did buy some off Ukraine, a Ukraine website. That is the postcardsua.com. And I bought a selection to send out to people. So I will go to small businesses and places like that as well. So they're places you can go to. Now we'll go to stickers. Stickers are quite source them quite cheaply. So as you can see, this Harry Potter book cost me £2, and it is I have started to use it. As you can see, it's got lots of different Harry Potter stickers. I do have Harry Potter postcards that I bought. Where did I buy them? One I bought off Amazon, but the other one I'm sure I got it off eBay or somewhere. It was second hand, but the box was full of the postcards. There's lots of shops like these are here, a two for £1. So I bought these the other day. I bought these sloths and some words there, and then I bought 2 sets of these heart ones because of Valentine's Day, and 2 strips for £2. You can't grumble for that, can you? I also got a Caroline's shop. It's Postcrossing Lover, and I've forgotten what her shop is. What I will do with all the shops that I've mentioned, I'm going to leave the links in the description so you can have a look yourself. Okay, so Etsy again, Vintage, you can get nice stickers. I got a nice pack of stickers for next to nothing not so long ago, so it's well worth having a look in there. Right, let me just turn my page over because I've got my notes over here. Right, so washi. Now washi, I do buy a lot from Etsy if I see any that I like. So this is my latest purchase, and it is post boxes, and that's off Etsy. But then I will go to somewhere like the pound shop, and I've bought 5 there for £1. Haven't opened them yet. I have these here as well. I've got lots from different places. I think these are from the washi shop or somewhere like that. So I've got lots of different variations. I bought some of these are off I think I got those off Vinted, those ones with the animals on. And then I've got some here as well, and they're from the Kenji shop. You see the make inside, and they weren't very expensive. I remember buying those in Manchester. So there we go. So yeah, washi, you can get it anywhere. You can get it in the charity shop, the range, you know, pound stretchers, all over sells it in art shops. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. But sometimes I like to treat myself to a washi that comes from Etsy because it's unusual, and I haven't seen it in the shops I would normally go to that are cheaper. I bought this great big roll of love hearts off Amazon, I think, and that's for Valentine's. I have obviously not used many, but they will come in for next year as well. So that's the washi as well. Pens, I have all sorts of different pens. The pens are normally, I bought those new when I got them from the range, and I got about, I don't know, about 12 in a pack. I think there was $6.99 or something like that. This I bought in a stationery shop, and this one I bought in Next. It was at the till and I quite liked it. I've bought pens from the charity shop, so I have a big bag here, and I think they cost me 50p, and they all work, and the brand is Beryl, and they're a broad pen, so I was very happy to buy them. As I say, 50p, and they, as you can see, 50p for all those pens. You can't grumble. So yeah, my advice is, if you're going to start out with postcrossing, have a look, see where you can buy them from cheaply. I don't go overboard normally, but I do treat myself, as I said, with Etsy and that every now and then I'll buy something new. Another thing I like to do is stamp my postcards, and I've got a couple of bee postcard stamps here. Where's the other one gone? Lost it. There it is. So I've just recently bought this one. It is a bee. I've just inked a postcard so you can see it there, and I got that for Etsy. That was a treat. And then this one I bought in a charity shop, a little bumblebee, very easy to use. And then when I was in a charity shop at the weekend, they had these let me get a bit of paper. They had these stamps here, and I thought they'd be really good for postcrossing. I can stamp a bicycle or a building or something like that. So I got those as well, and they were £1, and they're about £6 or £7 strip for those. So I was quite happy to pay that amount. Also, you'll start to make friends with other postcrossers, and then you start sending each other swaps, and then you'll send each other like a little bundle of different postcards. And my friend did that the other day, and she sent me quite a few things. So it's always worth, you know, when you start swapping, if you want to swap on postcrossing, you can do that, and then you can start sending each other maybe a few more different postcards. A friend of mine, Michelle, she needed a lighthouse sometime last year, so we swapped some postcards, and I sent her some lighthouse themed postcards, and in return she sent me a selection back. So she sent me quite a few dog postcards, which is what I needed, so I was really pleased. And she sent me there's a few here that she sent me. So she sent me just these. I've mentioned these in postcrossing video the other day. That's just a selection and some stickers. So when people send you little things like that, it just sort of broadens your collection to send out to other people. So yeah, so it's a good thing. And then you get friends like Renee, who send you Valentine's cards made of unicorns and things. So yeah, so postcrossing it can be expensive. You need to budget yourself how many postcards you're going to send. As your postcrossing grows, you can send more postcards as you go along. So you need to be mindful of that, because I don't think a lot of people can afford to send 10 postcards at a time if it's costing £1.85 and things like that. So it's at your pace, really. You just go with what you want to send. Okay, so that is my advice about postcrossing. Just go around the charity shops, have a look on second-hand websites, you know, people selling the things such as eBay, Facebook Marketplace. I've found a few on Vinted recently, and I've bought them. I've been very happy with them. I've got another set here that I bought from Vinted. I think I did show these the other day. So these are all quotes ones, which are good because people do like quote postcards. So I got them, and they were only a couple of pounds again. Obviously I've got to pay the postage, but the postage isn't really that much. And I think I showed these before. These are the glow-in-the-dark ones, and I didn't pay a lot for those either. So yeah, so you can draw a good selection of postcards in next to no time if you think savvy. And you know, and look around. So for anybody starting post-crossing, I hope that's helped you. I hope that's given you some inspiration to look around places like the charity shops and the pound shop, or if you're abroad it might be the Dollar Tree or things like that, because you can get a good selection. A lot of art shops and that sometimes sell single sheets of stickers, and they're not that expensive. I've bought some quite nice ones. I also buy blocks of paper like this to decorate postcards as well, so you'll get a piece. I'll just rip a piece off and you'll get your postcard, another postcard. And then you might want to like rip a little piece like this and then stick it to the side, and then you'll get a sticker. Let me find a sticker. There's one, a Ukraine one. And you could stick it over. That's just, obviously that's as rough as anything, but you know, you could layer things up and make it more pretty for the person receiving the card, make it more personal. Lots of people use old magazines and books and things like that. You could do the same. All right, have a look through my other post-crossing videos. If you want, you'll see some inspiration in some of them and how I decorate postcards and so on. So guys, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me any questions that you may have, and I will add some links to postcard companies that I've bought from before, and you can have a look. Until next time, take care now. Bye bye. Bye bye.